Soon. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome once again to my Wednesday experience coaching, the space where I share with you some of the best things that I've taught agents throughout the last 8, 9, 10 years almost that I've been doing training, mentoring, and coaching. So this goes out to all my real estate friends. If you're watching this for the first time, comment, let me know that you're watching this for the first time. If you're watching it on the replay, let me know that you're watching it on the replay. Don't be a tourist, don't be a spectator, say hello, and I will say hello back. So, what is this Experience Coaching Productivity Academy that I share every week at noon on Wednesdays? It's all about helping the agents in my agent population, in my agent community, to scale and to really find a way to thrive. There's nothing worse than being in real estate and not being able to score, not being able to put those deals together. And I still remember when I first got into real estate that I didn't have the funds to hire the top-notch real estate coaches and the real estate mentors and trainers. And nowadays, it's still the same thing. You know, no one is going to reinvent the wheel. No one is going to reinvent the wheel of real estate. The real estate wheel already exists, but there are certain practices and principles, and there are certain things that those people that are producing consistently and predictably always do. And then as you learn to do those things, you learn to grow in those things, you learn to master those things. And that is what my experience coaching every Wednesday at noon is all about. It's about bringing valuable content, valuable ideas that at least one thing that I can share with you is going to help you to, impulse yourself. It's going to help you to propel yourself into that next level of production. And there's always a next level of production. So today I want to talk about the hot topic of buyer domination. The hot topic of buyer domination. You know, getting listings, as far as I'm concerned, is the way to go. You got to list to last. You have to learn to be a lean, mean listing machine. And my experience coaching is about the things that worked for me, that have worked for my agents throughout the years, and that I continuously see are able to work for other people. There's no secret sauce. It's all the same fundamentals. It's all the same practices over and over that we perfect, that we master, that we build those skill sets, and that we really define and bring clarity. I want to talk about buyer domination today. And one of the biggest things that I know about working with buyers is that most people in the real estate industry, most realtors in the real estate industry get frustrated because they get a lot of leads, they get a lot of calls. I mean, there's people that are paying thousands of dollars for Zillow leads. There's people that are paying thousands of dollars for all sorts of, tools and technology. And all that is good if that's what you want to do. But at the end of the day, I want to tell you something. A lead is a seed. A lead is a seed. And I've always told agents, and I've proven it in my own business. And throughout the years, I've seen it over and over. Not only is a lead as a seed, but the lead is only as good as what the agent does with it. A lead is only as good as what an agent will do with it. And thank you to those that are on and that are commenting. So again, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if this is your first time. Be interactive. Don't be just a tourist. Say hi. I will say hi back. And especially if you're watching this on the replay, I always love to read the comments and let me know your thoughts. But most of all, I get a lot of messages. I get a lot of messages from people that say, "Oh my God, Lucy, that one thing that you shared really resonated. That one thing that you shared really helped me get unstuck. It really gave me a good idea." So today I'm talking about buyer domination. And the first thing I have to say, and this goes for everyone. Listen, if you're a broker and you're paying thousands of dollars to give your agents leads, you know that it is a burden to get those leads closed. And that's what I want to talk about today. How do you get those leads that are a seed to close faster? If you're a team leader and you are the one that's feeding the leads to your agents, I mean, you're investing money, you're investing time, you're investing experience, you're investing opportunities, business opportunities. And what are you expecting to get back? You're expecting to get back a return on your investment. And definitely if you're an agent and you don't have all these, multi-million dollar opportunities to be investing in getting leads. Well, you want to make the most of every lead of a buyer that you can. In my world, I believe that listings is the way to go. And I believe that the best buyers to work with are the buyers that are coming into your listings. But I know that in the real world, 97% of agents work with buyers versus doing listings, because listings takes a whole new level of skill sets and abilities and knowledge and trajectory and experience. It's not easy. And let's say the truth. The truth is that most brokerages, teams, and leaders of teams or groups don't give away their listing opportunities because it costs money to get listings. So I wanted to share about buyer domination because I said, okay, Lucy, so what are people, besides a lot of people have asked me, Lucy, so how do I work with these buyers? I'm getting leads, but I'm not able to score. So today I want to start off by telling you this. Number one, you have to understand that every buyer lead is a seed. There's no such thing as bad leads. There's no such thing as old leads. There's no such thing as the leads that I'm getting are dead. I always say this, and I say this respectfully, unless you went to the funeral of that buyer lead, that lead is not dead. Every lead is alive or needs or is able to be revived. So unless you've gone to the funeral, God forbid, of any buyer lead, the lead is not dead. It's just a matter of understanding. And this is where I see so many agents miss the mark and miss the opportunity. You get a lead and everybody gets into reaction mode. Everybody gets into, I want to jump in the car because we're all attached to the outcome. I want to jump in the car. I want to go show them the 50 properties that they want to look at. And it's like, hold on 1 second. Have you even taken the time to do a buyer consultation? What do you know about this buyer? How are you going to serve the needs of the buyer if you have not taken the time to investigate, to research, to do a discovery session with them? And every buyer out there is thinking that all the realtors in the industry are exactly the same because most of them are all acting exactly the same. Most of them are acting like 411 operators. Hello, we are not 411 operators. If you want to take your business to a professional level, to a business level, you cannot perform like the average realtor. If you want to be seen and recognized and known as an expert and as an authority in your marketplace, you cannot be acting or operating like a 411 operator. Okay. Because, yes, unfortunately, most realtors don't know what they don't know. Unfortunately, most agents are not taught, how to up their skills, how to position themselves. So when I'm talking to you about buyer domination, I must tell you that there are 4 stages to every buyer. There are 4 stages to every buyer. And it is amazing how many people have no clue that a buyer has a stage. I started off by telling you that every lead is a seed. Every lead is a seed, and those seeds, those leads, okay. And I know you're never going to forget this, because most people that I've shared this with, and these are little thoughts and ideas and ways that I thought of back in 2013 and 14, 15. How do I teach my agents in a way that they will remember? And everyone that I shared this with, they never forget it. A lead is a seed, and it is only as good as what the agent does with it. Now, a lead has 4 stages. And most people that I talk to have no clue. What do you mean 4 stages? And what are those stages? So imagine you're looking to scale, you're looking to grow, you're looking to be elite, you're looking to set yourself apart because maybe now you're blending in. I don't care if you've been in the business for 5 minutes, 5 months, 5 years, or 50 years. It's a constant changing. So you constantly have to be shifting and pivoting and upping your game. But here's what I know. You need to decide to be part of the A players in your real estate market. You need to decide to not only scale and thrive, but be part of the A players. So for you to do that, you need to learn things that are out of your comfort zone or things you don't know. Because if you just continue to do the things that you know, you're going to play at the same level. So buyer domination begins with understanding that there are 4 stages to every buyer, and I'm going to share those stages with you today. But it's also understanding that you are called and you are on a mission to help these people starting at the level that they're at. Where are my buyers at? What time frame are they at, so that I can meet them there, so that I can give them the best service where they're at. So if you are acting like the rest of the realtors, the buyer is going to think you're just another one of the bunch. The buyer is going to think that there's no difference between you or Joe, Schmo, Sally, Peter, whoever. And that's why most buyers in today's market are working with anywhere from 6 to 7 realtors at one time. They're getting information from 6 to 7 realtors at one time, and they are not wanting to commit. They don't want to commit because everybody talks the same, everybody acts the same, everybody looks the same, everybody performs the same. So in the buyer's mind, if they walk the same, look the same, act the same, talk the same, then what? Let me hear you. Write it in the comments. Then what? If they look the same, act the same, talk the same, perform the same, then they must be what? They must be the same. So thank you. We got Lehigh in the house. We have Orlando in the house. We have Fort Myers in the house. And on Instagram, I also have my friends here. Say hello, hello, hello. Let me know if you're watching now or on the replay. Let me know if you're watching now or on the replay. I've got my assistant in the back letting me know if things are running smooth. So here we continue. If you are acting the same, looking the same, talking the same, performing the same, you are sending out a huge message to all your buyers. And you want to crush that. You want to shatter that image, because you have to send out an image to all your buyers if you want to dominate buyers. And it's that I am not the same. I am different. And let me tell you why. So how do you find these ideal buyers that you're looking for? And how do you position yourself differently in the buyer marketplace? Because everywhere you go, there is a buyer marketplace. The buyer marketplace is your city, it's your county, it's your area, maybe it's the community. So how are you positioning yourself there to be the expert and the authority? But what I wanted to share with all of you is these 4 stages. Before I give you the 4 stages, let me give you a little bit of tactical work. Write this down. Give me your thoughts, your comments. Implement it. Try it out. Try it out for 30 days. If you try something for 30 days, you're going to be able to say if it worked or if it didn't work. And I can tell you something, that everybody that tries what I tell them for 30 days says, oh my God, this worked. Number 1, you got to get face to face with your buyer leads immediately, if not sooner. And this is where we start acting like a 411 operator, because the buyers call and everybody talks the same lingo. Everybody talks the same lingo. Everybody says the same. And we give all this information over the phone, when in reality, the tactical work is face to face, belly to belly. Like my mentor used to say, Lucy, you got to get belly to belly with your prospect. You got to get belly to belly with your lead. Remember, every lead is a seed, and it's only as good as what the agents are doing with them. So if you have a team, you're looking to grow a team, or you're paying thousands of dollars for leads, you got to teach your people the tactical work. If you're an agent, you got to learn the tactical work so that you can have predictable and consistent income. Oh my God, could you imagine your life as a real estate agent, as a team leader, as a business owner, a broker, if you had consistent and predictable income? And there is a way to do that. Face to face. So the first tactical work that you need to implement is, I got to be face to face with this lead. So how do you change your dialect? How do you change the narrative? How do you change the landscape of the conversation from just being a 411 operator where you're giving all the information immediately over the phone? And there's no value in that. There's no value in being a 411 operator with buyer leads. You want to get in front of them and show them the 4 C's. I designed this concept of the 4 C's, and it works time and time again. And the more my agents implemented, or any of the agents that I've trained throughout the years implemented, it works. Number 1, you got to connect. Number one, you got to connect. Write that down. You got to connect. You got to connect with people. You got to connect with new people every day. You got to do it face to face as quickly as possible. So, speaking on that, so Lucy, how do I connect? These people are out of town. Lucy, how do I connect? These people are in another country. Lucy, how do I connect? They don't want to come into the office. Listen, right now, we've got so much technology for us to connect, but you have to find a way to be face to face, belly to belly with them, because until they don't see you, you are irrelevant. Until they don't see you, hear you, and feel your vibe, you're irrelevant. You're just like all the other realtors, right? So if you can't do it in the office, then jump on a Zoom call with them, jump on a WhatsApp with them, jump on a Telegram with them, jump on a FaceTime with them, whatever you need to do. But Lucy, they don't want to do any of these. Then you know what you do? You break down those barriers. You break down the walls of separation by sending them. You ready for this? You ready for this? Give me some comments. Give me a number one if you're ready for this on the comments there on Facebook and the Facebook groups. Give me a number one on Instagram if you're ready for this. I'm going to give you a really big tip. I'm telling you, this stuff works. I'm telling you, this stuff works. If it wasn't because I'm no longer a field practitioner, I produce through my agents, I produce through the people that I'm helping to scale through my real estate and business academy. But this stuff works, and I've proven it. I've proven it throughout the last 10 years. Video texting. You got to shatter the barrier through sending a video text. Because when you send a video text, psychologically, you just broke down some barriers. Psychologically, this other human, okay, put a name with a face, with a voice, with a vibe. This other human was able, and you gave them the opportunity to put a name with a face, with a voice, and with a vibe. Write that down. People want to know you before they meet you. People want to know you before they meet you. They want to know what you're like. What's your vibe like? What do you feel like? What do you look like? What do you sound like? Humans are so curious that they want to know you before they meet you. So tear down the barriers of you just being another one of the bunch by you. Tear down the barriers of you just being another one of the bunch out there that they're calling and getting 411 information from by sending a video text. But Lucy, I don't like the way I look on video. So what are you going to do? Surprise them? You're going to wait for them to show up, hopefully, and then surprise them? No, look, you look like you look, you sound like you sound, and you are who you are. And that's it. That should settle it for you. Your buyers are out there waiting to know you before they meet you. So tear down those walls of separation by sending a video text. That's how you can meet with someone immediately, even if it's a one-way conversation. Okay. Number two, you got to know about the lifestyle of your buyers. You got to know their motivation. You got to meet them where they're at. Where are they at? What are they looking to do? It is incredible that I ask agents, so when do you people want to move by? I don't know. So what exactly are they looking for? They said a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Okay, what size? What location? Why that location? Why that size? Where are they going to in the future? Who else is in this decision making with them? How can you make this dream come true for them? And all this stuff has to take place face to face, but somehow you have to break down the barriers. People will do business with those that they like, know, and trust. My coach, John Cheplack, has been saying that since I met him in 2015. People will do business with those that they like, know, and trust. And people are going to know you, like you, and they're going to get to trust you, even if it's through video, even if it's through your social media. People need to know what you do. They need to meet you even before they need to know you even before they meet you. So what is their lifestyle like? And what is their motivation? Just a little tactical work is going to get you a long way. And you need to be like a doctor. You need to be like an attorney. I mean, we don't walk into a doctor's office. We don't walk into an attorney's office and they start winging it. I was telling someone the other day, one of my ISA agents, one of the agents that I have on my listings and listing leads program, where my ISAs are calling and providing these business opportunities, and I share them and I give them to my agents so that they can go out there and build their business and learn and grow and make some money, and then we win together, right? And I was saying, listen, you can't be winging this. You can't be winging it because wingers don't win and winners don't wing. Write that down. If you're one of those agents right now, hey, no condemnation, no judgment, okay, no criticism, but we got to be real. This morning I was having a brainstorming session with a couple of my agents, and I said, look, this is real love. Like when somebody loves you for real, they tell you the truth. This is not, what do they call it? Tough love. It's real love. It's real love. So I want to have some real love with you guys. Whether you use this now or later, I know it works. You could put it to the test. You could test it, contest it, and let me know. But you have to find a way to separate yourself, and you can't be winging it, because wingers, write this down, wingers don't win and winners don't wing. And there's so many realtors out there in my local market that are just winging it. God bless them. They're doing the best they can because their brokers don't give them time or attention. There's no investing in their future. There's no win-win. But you can't be a winger and expect to win. People want to know you before they meet you. You got to tear down the walls of separation, because people want to do business with those that they like, they know, and they trust. And let me tell you, even through social media, even through text videos, people will get to know you. People will decide if they like you, and people will get to know if they can trust you. So you're constantly needing to send out a message. Dig for motivation. You want to be buyer dominating, you want to dig for motivation. You want to always be digging deeper, digging deeper. What is their motivation? And I haven't even given you the 4 stages of a buyer. So imagine, I'm talking to you about how do you find your ideal buyer? How do you position yourself to not be a 411 operator? How do you separate yourself from the rest of the bunch? What do you do to really scale and thrive and be able to work with buyers? Because let's be honest, most people don't like to work with listings and sellers because it's hard. It's hard work, because you got to build your skill sets, because you have to be an A player, because you have to show up and get interviewed. Yes, when you're going after a listing, they're interviewing you. You need to outperform your competition. How do you do that? Well, most people don't have a mentor, a teacher, a coach to teach them how to outperform their competition. So I'm just giving you some tactical work on the buyers, because I get a lot of people writing to me and saying, Lucy, can you teach on working with buyers? What do I do with buyers? I get all these leads. These leads are no good. Guys, every lead is a seed. Every lead is a seed. As a matter of fact, go buy this book. It's called 6 Degrees of Separation. 6 Degrees of Separation. Write that down. Go buy this book, 6 Degrees of Separation, and change your mindset, change your soul set, change your heart set, and get a different perspective, a different paradigm on every lead is a seed. Because when you read the book, 6 Degrees of Separation, you're going to understand a very important concept, which is another tactical work, which is something that I continuously evangelize on and tell people, you're not just looking to work with that lead, you're looking to work with the other 6 people that lead can lead you to. So if you change that paradigm and you change that mindset and you open yourself to positioning yourself as a true buyer domination, then you are going to speak different. Your narrative will change, your perspective will change. You will position yourself as an authority and an expert in your marketplace. And the buyers that come your way, because you're ready to give them that 30-second elevator speech, because you're ready to talk about the value proposition, like you're talking about your birth date, like your social security number, because you're not because you're not acting like a 411 operator, because you're on point, you're an A player, and you're bringing it on. They're gonna say, hold on, there's something different about this agent. I know I've spoken to the other 5 agents that Zillow sent me. I've spoken to the other 5 agents that I got off of, all the buyer homes in your area.com. But this agent talks different. Let me go look them up. Let me go research them. And then boom, you follow up immediately with that video text, and you break down the barriers of separation. And when you read that book, the 6 Degrees of Separation, you're going to have a new mindset. You're going to shift that paradigm that, these leads are no good. No, they're all good. because you're going to see how you can leverage them to really dominate buyers. Okay, my time is almost up. So I got 5 minutes. I got 5 minutes. If you guys are liking this, give me a number 2 in the chat. If you're liking, or if you've gotten at least one thing out of this last couple of minutes that we've shared together, give me a number 2. But let me give you the 4 stages of a buyer. And if you know these 4 stages, oh my God, you're going to be able to do the second C that I teach my agents. The first C, right? Because I have a 4C concept. There's the magic of the 4 C's. This is like the immune busting secret for generating more consistent and predictable income. It's called the 4 C's. The first C is connecting, right? The second C is conversation. And when I give you the 4 stages of a buyer, and you learn to leverage this, and you learn to really position yourself utilizing these 4 stages, you are going to have conversations until there's no end. And that is a secret. That is a secret to engaging and becoming relevant to that buyer that you are out there in competition for. Because let's face it, you're competing every day. You're in competition for business in your marketplace every day. If you're playing average, if you're playing below average, if you're not part of the major leagues, but you're let's say you're an underdog, then you need to bring your A game. I love the underdogs. I've been an underdog in so many ways, shapes, and forms in my life. But you know what? I've also understood that I got to bring on my A game for me to get into the heavyweight, for me to get into the major leagues, for me to become relevant and get respected. I got to get my A game on. I got to be on that A lister. For me to get on that A lister, I got to bring on my A game. So the first stage, write these down real quick. We only got a couple minutes, so write these down real quick. The searching. They're searching. They're searching online. They're searching everywhere. They're driving up and down streets. They're going into open houses. They're in the searching stage. You need to know that is the first stage of a buyer. If you're going to dominate your buyers and you're going to convert every lead that is a seed into a flourishing garden. Okay. And once you read the book, remember the book, 6 Degrees of Separation, you are going to learn that every lead is a seed, that every lead can convert into more than just one flower, into more than just one apple, into more than just one mango. I love mangoes. Because every lead is a seed. So read the book, The 6 Degrees of Separation. That is a non-paid promotion for them, but it gives you the concept. Stage number 1, they're searching stage. Okay, they're going everywhere. They trust no one. They don't trust. They don't listen. Don't talk to me about meeting with you. Don't talk to me about coming into your office. Don't talk to me about a Zoom. Don't talk to me about, because right now we're in the searching stage. If you know that's the first stage, and you bring up that conversation, which is the second C out of the 4 C's of lead conversion that I teach, then you're going to be able to separate yourself and be authentic and differentiate yourself from the rest of them. Stage number 2, now they're looking at homes. Now they're open to looking. If you know that's the second stage, bring it up. You're looking at homes. Stage number 3, they're ready to write a contract. They're ready to write a contract. That is a powerful stage. That's the one that you and me want everybody to be at from the moment they call us on the phone. We want them to be ready to write a contract, but the truth is they're not going to be ready to write a contract. And you need to know that. You need to know that all the leads that come your way are not all going to be on stage number 3, even though we want them to be on stage number 3. Stage number 4 is when they're ready to get to the closing table. Oh my God, when they're ready to get to the closing table, they're not going to lowball offers. They're not going to come in with ridiculous pricings. They're not going to listen to everybody and not you. When they are in stage number 4, they are ready to follow your lead, your recommendations, to go above listing price, to come in and powerfully, to write that love letter, to do whatever it takes to buy that home, because they are in the I want my house now stage. I'm ready to close. So those are the 4 stages I wanted to share with all my friends in the real estate industry that want to dominate buyers, that are sick and tired of being sick and tired of being a tour guide, a taxi driver, an Uber driver, realtor. Okay. When I say that, is not even Uber driver, because they get paid. Just a tour guide, people, and showing up and just showing 50 houses for no reason. Use the four stages, use the four stages of a buyer to develop those conversations. Use the tactical work that I shared with you. And I hope that at least one of the things that I've given you helps you. Message me, because I get a lot of messages and people asking me, and that helps me to help you to help others. So thank you so much. That is it for my experience coaching today, Productivity Academy, where I focus on just bringing on the nitty gritty of the real world in real estate, the real, the raw, the relevant, that's going to help those agents that are out there struggling, looking for some guidance, looking for some direction, looking for some tidbits, and that maybe are not in a position to go pay, the big bucks, or don't have the deep pockets, or maybe you do. Maybe you do, but I still want to help you. So share this with a friend, share this with a realtor friend, and I will see you next Wednesday at noontime, same place, same time. And we'll do it all over again with another amazing subject that you're not going to want to miss. You don't want to miss next Wednesday at noon. So share this with a friend, send me your comments, and give me your love. Take care, guys.